What's up, good people? Happy Monday to you. I hope your Monday is prosperous. As I make my commute to work, I had to drop in, and this video won't be too long. We're gonna talk about some of these these Wemby takes I'm seeing across the landscape of the sports spectrum. So let's go ahead and start, man. The first game very underwhelming. I think the gentleman only putting up 7 points, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks, something to that effect. Maybe 8, 9, and 5, something like that. And listen, did Wemby look great? No, he did not. He looked lost, and he said it. He looks like physicality may be a problem. His shot was way off. I believe he shot, and you guys hit that like button on the way in. He shot 3 for 14 or something like that. So percentage-wise, a horrible game from shooting standpoint. He looked lost. But one thing, listen, Hoop Jordan can tell you this first. When you are evaluating players, you got to look at the whole totality of what they are, especially in the summer league. Lil Rock, what's the deal, man? Good to see you. You got to understand, man, none of these dudes are finished products, man. So a lot of people are expecting these gaudy stat lines right off rip, and that's not how evaluation works. That's not how it works. Say blue file, okay, it's A file over here. See, I had a conclave going down in Houston. Salute to y'all. And shout out to my boy Pope in the building. Yeah, so y'all hit the like button the way in. So with the Wemby takes, man, you got to understand that he's a genetic freak. And why does that matter, Hoop Jargon? Because guys like that are going to take a long time to gather their bodies. It's just true. We seen Porzingis had that little time where he had to figure it out. You seen Yao Ming had to figure his body out. The body of work shows that these guys are not going to be finished products, so you got to let them get their feet up under them, as it were. Because, he looked like Bambi out there. I keep it real. But that's not who he's going to be once he starts to bulk up, once he starts to find his spots on the court. And he said also that playing at the NBA level, as far as the court spacing, is different from playing internationally. And he also said that internationally the guys play more team ball, but over here it's more individual based. So he's going to see different looks in total, guys. So day one, he had this horrible game, and everybody and their mama went crazy. If you had any inclination of doubt, you fired up a stream, you got in the comment section, and you started talking about this dude being a bust, which I don't understand some of you people, man. How in the hell can you possibly know somebody a bust with one game under their belt? How? When he's played in the USA international games, this man has played overseas in France, which is I forget the abbreviation for the French league, but that's a very good league. So be damned all this other basketball he played. One G League game, one preseason game, not even preseason, damn, what am I saying? One damn summer league game and throw him away. It's good, it's an old saying that goes around. It's good some of y'all not GMs of NBA teams, because you will be fired with the quickness. Be damn development. Be damn him getting his feet up under him. But let's see. Yeah, Pope, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Stephon says, and he used to be playing yearly. Exactly. Hit the like. Yeah, absolutely. Listen to Pope. Yes, I'm saying he'll be fine. Yeah, with no practice too. So you're not familiar with the schemes. You're not familiar with the sets, right? So we saw that the first 2 days. And I was going to fire up a video, but I was busy at work, so I didn't. But all I was going to say is, like the title of this screen right here, relax. Relax. You don't build Rome in a day. Relax. So, with that being said, yesterday, Wemby shows up, puts up 27, 12, and 4. Now the Boo Birds, excuse my French, y'all quiet to the motherfucker now. And listen, I'm not going to be here beating my chest. I happen to be a fan of the kid. I've been a fan of this kid for about, I'd say a little over a year. I'm not beating my chest because I got to see everything. Now, what Wemby did do a really good job of this second game was having better pace. Obviously, his shot was falling. Now, I still don't love that one-leg three-pointer he got, but, it is what it is. Now, he also has very good instinct. And I'll tell you what I mean. Say, once he adjusts and bulks up a little bit, I think he'll start overline. Yeah, absolutely. Relax, 9 from 14 from the field with 3 blocks. True, he is not weak like Czech was. So yeah, so Chet Holmgren, I forgot about him. Chet ain't look great, right? You gotta let people step in. So yes, and to the point to the brother, I'm saying relax on both ends. You don't go crazy because he went for 20, 27 and 12, but at the same time, you don't go crazy when he plays bad. So also one thing that Wemby now, he's not as weak as Chet was, but he's on the floor way too much. So me just sit back and evaluating. He's going to, again, get his legs up under him because he spends a lot of time on the floor. And, I expect that from a guy, who's so wispily built. So he'll get that together. But that's something he needs to shore up. Also, his timing, like I was saying, he's really good at, keeping the ball in play and then finishing, with a dunk. I see him do the same thing from a three-point line. Like, he shot a three, followed it back up with a tip dunk. I've never seen nobody do it in my life. I've never seen someone finish their own tip dunk from a three-point line with a dunk. It just doesn't happen. And I saw another great play, again, where he got in with the offensive rebound. He tipped it to himself, and with the tip in, he dunked it off the tip. You don't see that. That's stuff you can't teach. He just has a natural ability because you didn't see Yao Ming doing that shit. You didn't see Kristaps Porzingis doing that shit. Nor Chet Holmgren. And Chet Holmgren is a pretty, I would say, a dexterous 7-foot-plus guy. So he has ability that you just cannot teach. So I'm just saying, watch everything. When you watch with scrutiny, y'all hit that like button. Appreciate y'all in the comment section cooking. Appreciate y'all. Now I'm driving, so once I get to a stop sign, I'll check y'all comments out. But just make sure you're giving a fair shake you ain't got to like the kid, but just a fair evaluation, because what's going to happen is you'll end up eating crow later. If you're not being honest about what you see because you have some biases, then you're going to look crazy on the back end. And my thing is, why do that? Relax. Let it play out. We've seen so many guys kill in the summer league, not do so great in the regular season, and vice versa. You got to let the shit play out. You have to. Because ultimately speaking, there's a reason why your boy Greg Popovich signed a 5-year extension. He going to see this project, as far as the early development, he going to see it all the way through. Because Greg, if we remember things in context, guys, Greg was on the way out. But when Greg saw what Wemby is, he's like, oh, hold on. Let me attach some of my legacy to this kid. Because this kid can go. He really can. He really can, y'all. And if you don't think so, I'd encourage you just to go back and watch him play the USA games we was playing against Chet Holmgren when he was very young, to the following year, which was last year. So look at him 2 years ago and look at him this last year. That's a big jump in overall ability. So what that tells me is with more experience, he's going to keep meeting the level. So right now, you saw him out there nervous. He said he was also tired the first game, which basketball players do get tired, ladies and gentlemen. It's a such thing called stamina. So, but once you start to get your, what they call it, when you get your wind together from like an up and down standpoint, not just a wind sprint standpoint, yeah, it affects your game in a positive way. Some league to summer league. What's up, big dog? Good to see you, Fade. You do like AD follow play. Yeah, exactly. He keep falling like it's like, dude. But he's a small guy, so I mean, what else do you expect? Educated Tyrone. That's wild. Say, shout out to Kid, said, my guy, I finally got to see your show. Man, appreciate you coming through. All Day Sports Talk says, so I couldn't post a picture of him getting a yammer on. It's funny. I never called him anything. I think Scoot going to be the rookie of the year. And King Lowe says, what's up? What's up to you, brother? Well, I mean, listen. You can post what you want to post. But if your evaluation is mostly what is he doing wrong out there, I'm saying you're looking at this kid wrong. That's what I'm saying, man. If it's funny. I mean, getting dunked on, you know, one thing about being a shot blocker is you're guaranteed to get dunked on. Now, with me being 6'7", I was not that, near how your boy Wemby is as far as rim protection, but I could block shots pretty well. And then a few times I got dunked on. It's going to happen. I'm 6'7" with a 40-inch, well, not no more, but back then with a 40-inch vertical, and I got caught a few times. It's going to happen. Especially if you have the intent to block a dunk, not just be out the way. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to Flight. Good to see you, bro. So, as we land the plane with the discussion, man, Wemby is going to be fine. Wemby may not be the next coming. So, guys, like I seen Chris Broussard overpraise Wemby, and then Wemby had a bad game. What happened? Now you release him to the Lions. what they say in life, man, you never get too high, you never get too low. And as it stands right now, we're watching something, and I know some people say Bol is close. In my opinion, not really. Bol, like in stature, is pretty close to Wemby, but as far as the game, instincts, the motor, I don't think so. Because I'll tell you one damn thing, if Bol was that, Denver wouldn't have let him walk. Orlando damn sure wouldn't let him walk. So if that's the case, the math ain't mathing, because Bol is only like 23 years old, so he's not old. So I don't see the correlation what people are trying to make beside the stature. And kind of the, athleticism. I can see that part too. But no. These two dudes, not the same player. Not the same player, I'm sorry. Kids, I think the twin from Houston would be the winner of the Rookie of the Year, in my opinion. Yeah, you talking about, goddamn, I can't think his name, but I know you're speaking about. Yeah, he looks good so far. I tell you what, the Rockets in general look pretty good so far, man. They got the young guys. They got the, forget his last name. But the Rockets look good in general. Rockets got Jalen Green, obviously, young kid. KPJ looking good. You bring in a guy like Dylan Brooks. You're bringing in Fred VanVleet. The Rockets got some pieces, man. The Rockets got a chance to play up and down. They got veteran leadership. They got defense. You bring in Coach Ime Udoka. The Rockets going to be a scary team. Watch. Just watch. And I hate to say it because I'm from Houston, but I do not like the Rockets. So, I mean, I'm a Lakers fan through and through. I think we're going to be looking good, too. I just wonder how LeBron going to look because, I did not like what I saw of him last year. Just didn't. Let's see. Thompson. There you go. Appreciate it. Let's see. Bol nice, but 1 minute he dominates, the next he disappears. His skill set crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bol has a skill set, but the complete player, I don't see the instinct that he has that Wemby has. I don't see the dexterity. Because I know Wemby, again, he's on the floor a lot, but he's going to start getting that stuff down, barring injury. And he just has an ability to keep the live ball alive and finish like I've never seen. I've never seen anybody be able to do that. And he's only going to get better with more repetitions. Again, the kid's only, 19 years old? He's going to get better with time. That's guaranteed. Now, where his apex is going to be, I can't call it. I'm not going to call him the next nothing until I see more data. But from the data I have seen, this kid going to be a problem. He's going to be a tough cover. Now, people are going to try to put a lot of body inside of him. I've seen, what's my man's name? Kenny Lofton Jr. work him in the post a little bit a few years ago. And, Kenny Lofton Jr. is like a little bowling ball, but he's only like 6'6", but he's a bowling ball. And I can't say, man, sometimes it's hard as hell to guard those little bowling balls who have a very solid base, who can take you to the post easily. So I surmise that time in the weight room, time working with Tim Duncan, time working with David Robinson, he learns how to shore that defense up because he definitely needs to work on that too with guys who have a little more, girth on them and is going to put a little more body on you. So let me say that. So, all right, so Rockets building a young OKC. Yep, absolutely. Silky can work with Bol, the NBA pick. Yeah, I think Bol's workable. Like I said, he's only 23, so I'm not throwing the brother away. But I'm just saying, to say he's Wemby, it's kind of a stretch. To me, it's kind of a stretch. But that's all I got, y'all. I got to go to work. Light button the way out. Thank y'all for rocking with Hoop Jargon. I'll talk to y'all soon.